Gambia's Paralympic team returns home with historic 4 medals. As TRRC commences its public hearings, the chairman says killings are intimidations from Jammeh's brutal reign. Coming on Gambia 24, stay tuned. Good evening, viewers. You're watching Gambia 24 with me, Sahna Tunkara, and now to our news in detail. The Gambia's Paralympic athletic team returned home on Monday with a historic 4 medals following a successful campaign at the Tunis 2021 World Para-Athletics Grand Prix. Africa's largest para-sport competition ended on Saturday in Tunisia, where about 480 athletes from 59 countries took part in the competition. Our reporter Binti Jala was at the Banjul ferry terminal to welcome the team, and she now tells us more.
The team arrived in Banjul on Monday morning following a successful campaign at the Tunis 2020 World Para-Athletics Grand Prix. About 480 athletes from 59 countries in the Gambia took part in the Africa's largest para-sports competition that ended on Saturday in Tunisia. The Gambia's team won 4 medals, a historic achievement since the establishment of the national team in 2002. The leading athletic Malang Tamba won 2 bronze in the T5400 meters, 400 meters, and gold in the
nations. Very big nations for that matter, popular nations in sport. But these young guys were able to win us gold medal and bronze medals. So we are quite proud of them. It means a lot to us. It means really that, with sport, we can write the name of the Gambia alongside the names of other countries.
Malantamba and Dembo Jaju, who participated in the competition, expressed delight for making history while dedicating the award to the Gambian people.
Comme nous avons santé alhamdulillah parce que
we thank God, alhamdulillah. This is something that we've worked hard for. So if we win, it's not a surprise to us. We have worked hard to achieve it, and we dedicate this award to the Gambians because they are the reason why we went there. So we are telling them to know that we can do this. The competition wasn't an easy one, but we've always had our country, the Gambia, in mind. Our aim is to take the country's name to the higher heights, and that is why we are not feeling the pain in it. We've seen our leader, he is not in the country at the moment, but all his mind is on us and the Gambia, and we are ready to do our best for him.
The Gambia's Paralympic history began with the 2012 Summer Paralympic in London, which featured 2 Gambian athletes. Since then, the Gambia has participated in Summer Paralympics from 2012 onwards, but did not participate in Winter Paralympics. Efforts were made to participate in the 2008 Summer Paralympics in Beijing. This is the first time the Gambia is winning 4 medals in the history of Paralympics. For iAfrica News, Binte Jallo.
Congratulations to Gambia's Paralympic team that returned with 4 historic medals. Now the Independent Electoral Commission has scheduled the voter registration ahead of the December 2021 presidential elections to begin on May 29th. This announcement came on Monday in a media dispatch by the country's electoral body, and the voter registration, which was initially scheduled for January, was postponed on logistical challenges. Daisy tells us more.
The postponement of voter registration in the Gambia raised public concern on whether the move was not a plan to reschedule the much-anticipated contest for the State House in Banjul. The IEC maintained its excuse to the non-procurement of the required materials for the conduct of a successful voter registration. May 29, as announced by the Electoral Commission, will accord all eligible Gambians to register in the electoral roll to be able to participate in the making of choice for presidency. In the Gambia, citizens who attain the minimum age of 18 are entitled for registration and voting during elections. The process, however, requires a mounting effort to achieve long for either of the two. The main job lies greatly on the electoral body to convince the rest of her partners in the crusade. The Electoral Commission had in January recommended the award of contract to international companies for procurement of voter registration materials, despite objections by the Gambia Public Procurement Authority. It is not stated in the latest announcement as to where the breakthrough came from, but it was certain that the Ministry of Finance and Economic Affairs will not release funds before the two had reached a tangible agreement. Reporting for iAfrica News, I am Daisy.
As the Gambia will head to the polls in December 2021, voter registration is set to commence on May 29. Now, the chairman of the Gambia's TRRC, Dr. Lamin Cisse, said the unlawful crimes committed by agents of the state were not individual decisions, but intimidation from Jammeh's brutal ring. Dr. Cisse made the remarks as he gave opening statement of the 22nd session of the Commission's public hearing on Monday. And this comes after several witnesses testified on the alleged massacre of the West African migrants in July 2005.
Since the inception of the TRRC, at least 358 people who were victims and self-confessed perpetrators testified before the Commission on the series of human rights violations committed from 1994 to 2017 under the dictates of Jammeh. Many perpetrators revealed that they were ordered by former President Yahya Jammeh to carry out those unlawful crimes. Chairman of the Commission, Dr. Cisse, said the crimes committed by the perpetrators were triggered by Jammeh's reign of terror.
It was also clear from witness accounts that the actions of these agents weren't the product of individual decisions on their part, but rather a calculated and intentional policy of Yahya Jammeh to consolidate and perpetuate his reign of terror and the fear in the Gambia. Some witness perpetrators testified that they themselves would be killed if they did not carry out superior orders to torture detainees to unlawfully obtain confessions. The torture meted out reached its crescendo when the detainee was accused, especially, of being part of a plot to overthrow Yahya Jammeh. It is the old story of feeding the crocodile with innocent people, hoping that the storm of dictatorship would pass before their turn comes to be devoured by the reptilian beast.
Nearly 51 West African migrants stranded at the shores of Barra were killed in July 2005. Some of the junglers who came to testify before the Commission confirmed that they killed the migrants under the orders of Jammeh. Dr. Cisse said the unlawful killings does not represent the values of the country, saying Gambia embraces strangers and assists them when they are in need.
These attributes did not represent the Gambia. Our cultures, ethos, and the traditions welcome strangers. We share food and shelter willingly with them, not kill them. The killing of the West African migrants adds to the chilling litany of mass murders of human beings, in addition to individual killings in the Gambia during the mandate period.
Dr. Cisse further called on Gambians to embrace the never again mantra of the TRRC. The Truth, Reconciliation and Reparation Commission is set to finish its final report and submit recommendations to the Gambia government during the first week of July this year. The Commission reaffirmed its commitment in executing their mandate without intimidation until their work is concluded. Reporting for iAfrica News, I am Khadija Tusek.
From that report by Khadija Tuseka on matters of the Truth Commission, President Adama Barrow on Saturday visited the ongoing construction work at the Bassi Market, which has been ravaged by a serious fire outbreak in February last year. The market, according to the Gambia government, will consist about 185 individual shops as well as pave sustainable drainage system with installed electrical system. The SCCA files in this report.
The construction of Basse Market comes 7 months after a serious fire outbreak that destroyed the entire market. Several shops were lost to the inferno, leaving lives and livelihoods severely affected. The market rebuilding cost a track-jarring amount of $1.4 million, and the contract has been awarded to Jigo and Guy Enterprise by GAMWorks. The president on Saturday visited the ongoing construction work to assess the progress that has been made. According to the Basse Area Council, estimates on the overall damage caused by the fire was about $500 million. The new market will be built to modern international standards and high quality. In addition to 185 single shops, 2 mini markets, a shed for about 35 women vegetable sellers, and another shed for 25 fishmongers and butchers will be constructed. The construction of the market is expected to be completed around mid-2021. Despite the challenges posed by the COVID-19 pandemic, GAMWorks responded promptly to the government's invitation and speedily carried out the necessary site studies and surveys ahead of the construction. In October last year, President Barrow laid the foundation stone of the construction of the market. Basse is a hub for shop regional integration to boost economic growth and trade in the Upper River region and our neighboring regions. Reporting for iAfrica News, I am Daisy.
The Gambia government is reconstructing the Basse market that was ravaged by a fire outbreak sometimes last year. That was all on Gambia 24 with me, Sahna Tunkara. You can stay tuned and watch more of our interesting programs on iAfrica TV. Once again, thanks for watching and bye for now.
Gambia may be the smallest country in Africa, but it will host the second largest gathering of world leaders in 2022. To successfully host the OIC Summit and put the Gambia on the global stage, the government of the Gambia set up OIC Gambia to mobilize resources for the implementation of key development and infrastructure projects on a scale never seen before. 20 new roads will be constructed